Hello everyone, welcome back. For those of you who may be new, I hope that you choose to stick around for more. So today we're just going to continue to fill this handbag purse journal. I am trying a new angle out with this camera because I need to check the screen every now and again to make sure that everything is in frame, and it looks good so far. It is at a bit of an odd angle for me, so please just bear with me. But anyway, we're going to go ahead with this page layout. So what I have one of the pages from the kit. I cut around this part of it because I want to frame it within this little booklet that I have. It's just 4 pages front and back. I have gone ahead and distressed everything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it first. Sew this on. So when I do that, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down the center of it so that I don't have to wait for the glue to dry, and then stitch the rest on. Now my closure piece, I need to distress it. This is my closure piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this along with a piece of Velcro, and that's going to keep my little booklet closed. You can use a magnet or any other type of closure that you choose to do if you want to make a little booklet like this. But I'm going to use a magnet. So it's just going to sit over like that. Okay, so let's do this first. Now, I didn't like the way that this was looking by itself. Now it does look fine, that looks fine. You can also go in with some stencils and kind of add a little more to that page. I'm just trying to center that to give you guys an idea of what it would look like without that. But that's what you would have. But I want to add some lace, so that's what I'm going to do. And I want it to hang over a little bit. I'm gonna move this down. I want my lace to hang over a little bit, so I am gonna go ahead and glue that piece down. We're just gonna pop it up. And by the time this is done, this will be this glue will be dry. Because after I'm done with all of that, I am going to go ahead and sew that on, I believe. And when you're working with the fabric tag, I just keep some off-brand baby wipes, sensitive skin, and I just hurry up and get that glue off because it will kind of get on your fingers and irritate you a little bit. Now the next piece of lace, we're going to go ahead and move this a little bit. Since I do not want this part of the lace to hang over because it will interfere too much when I open it up, we're going to lay it that way. Just getting that excess glue off. Okay, so while this is drying, we're going to set it to the side. And I'm going to work on this piece. And I do want to stitch this piece to the booklet. So I'm just going to make sure that it's centered. Where I want it. I'm going to hold it, the bottom of it. And I'm just going to glue right in that area. Now this glue does dry pretty quick, so I shouldn't have any problems with sewing if it does come in contact with some of the glue. But it will not, because I've been careful not to add the glue where I'm going to sew. Now while I have that out, I also need to figure out where I'm going to place, let's see, I think I want it right there because I also want to stitch that onto that last page. You don't have to stitch it, but I just think I want to stitch it. Okay, I'm going to think about that, and I'm going to go ahead and sew this little booklet together. So we're going to pick up our machine. I'm going to sew down the center of this booklet, so I'll do that first. Sorry, you guys, I know that the table is shaking. So I just sew down the center of the little booklet. Now I'm going to go ahead and sew this page on. Outside the window. Okay, so I have that, my crazy stitches and all. And now I'm gonna go ahead and glue around the little closure piece. I'm used to buttons and stuff, but anyway, moving on. Get one more in, yes. My little boy's peeking through the window. Oh, goodness. Shh, shh, shh. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is take a piece of Velcro. Now, could not find my smaller pieces, so we're just going to work with this one. I'm going to go ahead and place it on the top of that one. I'm going to try and center that. And I didn't center it very well. So that's centered. And yes, I'm tripping. That's the way that it goes. I had it on the wrong side. Okay. So I do want to try and center that without covering the flowers. So that's fine with me. It'll be right there. So now you can go ahead and stitch that on. I may do that just to make sure that that doesn't come up. So just down the center a couple of times. That should do that piece. And this one as well. Okay. Now, I'm not going to worry about the look of the stitches, because once the page is, it's on the page, you won't have to worry about that. And if you're concerned with it, the way that it looks on the back, you can just add something to cover that up. I'm not overly concerned about it. get my orientation. Okay, so this is what we have now. We have our booklet. And what I am going to do is go ahead and stamp these lines on there. And it is the Journal with Flourish stamp. I'm going to go ahead and stamp some lines on there. And I can't find my large ink pad, so we're just going to work with this one. Make sure I'm in frame. Okay. Just going to try and center that piece. Turn the stamp upside down, so now that the flourish is at the top. And I'm just going to do that on the rest of the pages. I'll just make sure that I have enough room between that line and where the next line is going to start. Because when I leave too much room, also there's too much of a gap, see? And I'm off here, but that's fine. It's handmade. Oh my goodness. If you guys don't want to see all of this part, just go ahead and forward through it. I'm just going to finish stamping these pages. Shh, Mommy's making a video.
This is too hot. This is
okay,
too hot.
I'm making a video. Take it off. And this page will be glued down. But if you had stamped on it anyways, it doesn't matter. Now I also have some stamps. I have others, but these are the main ones that I use. Remember this moment, notes, and memories. And I also have a note, and I have some others, but I like to work with these when I'm using this stamp. As long as there's enough room, I think. And if it hits that line there, that's okay. Let's try and get it. So we'll do the same here. one's a little off, but that's okay. Okay, so we have that. Oh, I could have used that one. That was a smaller one. So now we have our booklet. Before we do that, we need to attach our little closure piece. So let's just see. Okay. And we'll just go ahead and glue that all the way down.
Mama.
What?
We're losing air.
Okay, we'll stop running so fast. Okay, so I have a little piece of some of that vintage lace that we scored, or that I scored at Creative Reuse. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use some fabric tack. To glue it down. Make sure I'm in frame, I'm sorry. Just use some fabric tack to put that on there. And I'm gonna put a little on the back as well, so that it's not just the plain cardstock showing, but I don't think anybody will be paying too much attention to that anyways. And that will glue down to the page. And I have this little button that I either got from Donna Jameson or from Wish. But if it's from you, Donna, thank you. But anyway, it has a little Eiffel Tower. I don't know if you can see that little Eiffel Tower on there. So we're just gonna put that right there. I'm gonna use some fabric tack. Fabric tack will hold wood. No, they can hear you whispering. You gotta say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, everyone. Say it.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone.
Okay.
Mama.
No, not right now. Not that. That would be too much, wouldn't it?
Mama.
let's see, hold on. I'm just playing around with this to see if I would like it with a little bit. I like that better, so that's what we're gonna do there. Go in the living room. Okay, we're gonna have to hurry up. And I was hoping to be able to do more, but it's just not gonna happen. Make sure that I'm in frame. I'm just gluing a piece of ruffle trim because I didn't like the way that looked plain. Okay, now I also have some twine that I'm going to use to stitch this on, to stitch my buttons on, okay? But for now, we'll leave that like so, and we're going to go ahead, and I want to go ahead and stitch around this page, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so now we're just going to trim off the excess lace. Hey, Onyx. Come on, boy. Bless you. Yeah, I know I'm all over the place now. Okay, so I am loving, you guys, look, I love the way that this looks by itself, so I can see myself just leaving this plain on another page because I love that right there. But we're going to go ahead and glue that onto there. So we're just going to use our fabric tack and glue this whole page down. Hey, Onyx is my daughter's cat. And he's going to tear up something, it sounds like. What are you doing up there, boy? What are you doing? Hey. Oh, goodness, is he going to disturb me too? Oh, okay, he's decided to hop down off the table. Thank you. Okay. Now I've got to center this in here. Okay. Make sure everything is down. Sorry, I am shaking that. Oh, it's all the way shook. I'm so sorry. Now, I'm hoping you guys have... I hope I've been in frame. If I've not, I am so very sorry. But we're going to move on. To our next page. This is the next page. And we're going to create a pocket. A layered lace pocket. So I just took a piece of coffee dyed paper to where that it will fit to the edge of here, and I tried to leave a little room so that it won't interfere when I'm trying to close the page. So I'm just going to glue my lace onto the pocket, and I've cut strips and they will hang over, and then I'll just trim them off after. Figure out where I want that next placement. Up higher, let's see. And we'll go with that one this time. That way, I usually bring it down lower, but let's try. And I do like for the smaller scalloped part to be above the top of the pocket, the coffee dye paper. I'm going to trim that excess off. And do not throw your excess lace away. Because you can use it for snippet rolls, flowers, or just different stuff. Okay, that's what we have. Okay, you guys. Okay, that's what we have there. And that looks plain, so I don't know which one of these I want to place. Maybe that one. I like the frill on that, and it does tie in with that little bit of lace hanging over here. Or this trim. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and glue that pocket down. I would usually sew around it, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go ahead and glue this on the page. Make sure to line it up with this edge and the bottom of your paper. Now, since I really can't see that, I have to pick that up. Okay. Okay, so let me look at this one more time. This trim. Or that trim. You know what, let's look at them both together. If I put that trim there, and then came with this, how would that look? I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm going to leave it up to you guys. So tell me which one should I go with. Leave a comment down below, and the next video we will see which way it turned out. But for now, you guys, I am going to go. See you on the next video.